Hi, my name is Nathan. You're watching Nice at Dice, and today I am talking about a game called Unmatched. Unmatched, if you haven't heard of it, is a sort of skirmish style combat game for 2 to 4 players. Each player takes control of a fighter. The fighters are a variety of characters from legend or public domain fiction, characters like King Arthur, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, just to name a few. And so you take one of these characters and possibly one or more of their sidekicks, and you pit them against another character that your opponent controls in a one-on-one fight. So it's that kind of game. I tend to describe it to my friends as the video game Smash Brothers, but with fictional characters instead of video game characters. So that's what it is. It's sold in a variety of products. Like, for example, it comes in boxes like this, which hold 4 characters, a couple of boards, basically everything you need for 1 to 4 players. You can also buy smaller boxes that have just 2 characters, a board, basically what you need for 2 players. But all of the characters and boards and everything from all the different boxes that are available can be mixed and matched and used to create, interesting matchups between all these different characters. Now, today I'm not going to be reviewing the game itself, but I'm going to be talking about basically an accessory for this game because of the way the game is produced and sold, you end up with a lot of different boxes. And I like to keep things simple as far as storage goes. I like to keep, all the expansions for a game together in the core box if possible. I have even combined multiple games into a single box in the case of, for example, the 2 Spectre Ops games, the 3 Century games, games that are part of a series or whatever. I'll try and combine them if I can. And so that's one of my things about the game Unmatched is I want to try and get all of the content or as much of the content into as few boxes as possible. Now I will show you real quick. This is the inside of this box here. It has this nice plastic insert with spots for all the miniatures, spots for each character's deck of cards and their other accessories and everything. The game has a really nice inserts for the boxes that it comes in, but I wanted to look for a third-party solution that would allow me to put as much content into as few boxes as possible. And what I found is these little 3D printed plastic inserts that I bought from a store on Etsy. So I wanted to show you how these work and kind of give you my thoughts on them. I'm going to go over to the desk. I'm going to give you kind of an overview of how it works, and then we'll come back here and I'll give you just a couple of closing thoughts on it. All right? Okay, so here's the plastic insert. It's this little tray with 4 slots. You have a slot here, which is a good size to put the deck of cards that goes with a character. So you can just slide the deck into that slot like so. It's wide enough if you sleeve your cards. Sleeved cards will still fit in there. If you don't sleeve them, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but it's not too bad. And then you have this other large slot, which you can use to put the character's miniature in there. You can put their health dial, the health dial for their sidekick, and any other tokens that happen to go with that character. And then the little tokens or chips that they use for the sidekicks can go in these spots there. So Alice only has 1, but for a character like Robin Hood, for example, who has 4, you can still fit all 4 in those little slots there. So you have one of these for each character, and here's a box, one of the big boxes that would normally hold 4 characters, and as you can see, you can just drop these in there and you can fit a total of 10 of them in there just fine. I bought these on Etsy. Like I said, they come in a set of 10, so it's just the right number to fill one of these big boxes. You can also buy them in a set of 4 with a little spacer, and that will fit 4 of these in one of the smaller boxes that would normally just hold 2 characters. So as you can see, they fit in there nicely. You can pull them out. You can hand the whole thing to a player. They have the character's deck, the miniature, the health dials, sidekicks, everything that you need for that character, all right there ready to go. So that's the product. Let me give you my final thoughts on it. Okay, so that gives you a good idea what the product is, how it works. I'll tell you right away, I like it. I like how it organizes all the components for each character into that one little tray. You have the deck, the tokens, the dials, everything that you need right there. You can just pull it out, hand it to a player, they're good to go. I like that. I like how you can fit 10 of them in one of these big boxes. So basically, I have 2 of the big box sets and 1 of the small box sets, and I can fit all of that in one big box. So it helps me reduce the number of boxes on my shelf. Now, I will say, you can see here how these trays do stick up a little bit above the edge of the box here. Okay, that wouldn't be a big deal to me, but once you look at also the boards and the rule books that would come with those same sets, you add that on top of there, and then you put a lid on it, and you'll see that it does raise the lid considerably. Now, that's not really a problem in terms of transport. I don't think the lid is going to come off. It's very secure in that sense. Nothing's going to fall out of it. I mean, it could, I'm sure, if you dumped it completely upside down, but for the most part, it's still pretty secure. It's not a big concern in that sense. But it is a bit of a concern to me in the sense that the whole purpose of this is to reduce the size, the amount of space this takes up on the shelf. And so this does take up less than, 2 big boxes and a small box, but it does extend by some amount the amount of space it's going to take up on the shelf. But I don't know that there's any way to get around that, because I think that those little trays are well designed. They don't take up a lot of excess space. Being able to fit 10 of them in the box is nice. I don't think there's any way to get around the fact that it's going to raise the lid a little bit once you add the boards. Now, one thing I'm considering, because I know there's coming out with more products for this game, more characters, some of which I'm interested in, though I'm not buying up every character for the game, but still, I'm getting quite a few of them. And so I have, right now, I've been hanging on to the box for this set, Cobble and Fog. I'm not using it, I just have it tucked away in the closet. If I get another big box and another small box that I know are coming out and sound interesting, after I get like those 2, I might at some point consider buying another set of these inserts, putting them in another one of the big boxes, and basically having 2 big boxes with just the inserts with the characters, and a third big box with all of the boards and rule books or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a good plan or a good solution, but I just wanted to share this product with you because if you play Unmatched, if you collect Unmatched, I do think it's a good way to keep the characters and everything organized. I like how someone can just pick a character, they pull out the whole kit with everything they need for that character all together, and how you can condense the content of the game into a smaller space overall. So those are all the pros and just a couple of cons. Again, my name is Nathan. This is Nice at Dice. Thank you so much for watching, and you enjoy the rest of your day.